A SuperTalk Mississippi media production. It's Mississippi's Radio Happy Hour.
Well, I'm going to Mississippi, here I come.
You're listening to Good Things with Rebecca Turner.
Well, I'm going to Mississippi, here I come.
Bringing you the good stories of Mississippi's people, places, and things to do. Now, here's Rebecca.
Good afternoon, SuperTalk Mississippi. You are tuned into your Radio Happy Hour. That's the Good Things. I'm your host, Rebecca Turner. We are joined by Rhino in studio. Now go ahead and get in that fall state of mind and plan a cool-weathered Mississippi staycation or vacation by going over to visitmississippi.org. But if you've ever worked on a construction site, you know they're not always cool. They welcome the fall weather also. But you also know that it's tough work and it requires true skill. So that is why several organizations have come together to provide scholarships to help more ladies into the construction arena. And joining us today is Logan Brown with Southern States Millwright Regional Council and Miss Asia Lewis, who is one of their scholarship recipients. So, Logan, I'm going to start with you. Share with us a little bit background of the SCOAR, I think it's SCOAR, Craft Trades Scholarship Program that your organization is a part of.
Yes, good afternoon, Rebecca. Thanks for having me. SCOAR is an organization of facility owners and users. The owners represent like Duke Power, Southern Company, different organizations that own facilities, and the users are construction firms, contractors, and they get together 3 times a year. And one of the committees that I sit on is a workforce development committee. So collectively, we're looking for schools to partner with, to give grants, to give scholarships to deserving individuals, to help build that workforce for the construction industry. And 2 years ago, we identified a school in Biloxi, Mississippi, and that's the Women in Construction program. And this is our second year sponsoring this, and it's a great organization that gives back to the community, and it's a good place for us to draw future workers from.
Well, Asia, you are one of the recipients of the SCOAR Scholarship, but I have to back up a little further than that. What encouraged you to be a part of the Women in Construction program there in Biloxi?
The Women in Construction program is highly focused on helping single moms get into the construction industry and trying to become more self-sufficient. And it's just, I'd heard about it before, and I figured I'd give them a shot, and I'm really glad I did.
Well, anyone who's driven by a construction site or worked on one, I mean, it's not as easy as it looks. Yeah, there's some manual labor too, but there's a lot of also just other skills and knowledge and sort of techniques that have to go on to make a construction site run smoothly. So where when you graduate, Asia, do you see yourself on the construction site?
I'm really hoping to be involved in this for a long time, and I mean, ultimately, I'm hoping to get into training others and just kind of showing other women that it is possible to get out there and do it and be happy about it.
Yeah, you get to work with your hands. You get to be outside. You get to also take care of your children. I mean, Logan, I would assume that many women look to the construction area as a great opportunity. One, it's usually higher wages. It's also, you have the ability to work yourself up the system, so to speak. But it doesn't feel like there's a lot of just entry-level positions for the ladies. Are y'all trying to help shape that or change that with these scholarships?
Yeah, so that's part of why we do this is for recognition to get the word out that there's apprenticeship programs out there, and these are entry level positions. There's a variety of crafts, Rebecca. I think when people hear construction, they think of a guy on a jackhammer and they're like, "No, that's not for me." But there's tons of opportunity in the construction field right now, like electricians, pipe fitters, iron workers, millwrights, carpenters, operators. The construction that we do is mainly industrial and commercial construction. And the program that Asia is going to be entering into, the millwrights, we install the massive machines in these industrial plants, like your turbines, paper machines. There's just a variety of different things, and the growth potential is enormous. Asia can do whatever she wants to do. She's expressed interest in teaching. We recently had a graduate of our apprenticeship program that went into teaching, and she's now the full-time instructor at our Savannah Training Center in Savannah, Georgia. So there's plenty of opportunity for anyone, and females included, to do whatever they want to do.
Well, Asia, I think this is pretty cool, and I think it's a good conversation to be having here on Good Things. We've got, a lot of parents listening, grandparents, hopefully some students if they're in the car rider line, and we're just opening that conversation that, you're not limited by being a young girl if you want to go into construction. It's not just running, the heavy machinery, although, Asia, I hope you get a chance to at least run a backhoe or something at some point. That seems like a lot of fun, but sort of breaking down those, barriers for young ladies, only just to know that it's available if they want to go after it. Would that be fair?
Yes, it's very fair. There are tons of opportunities, and, I've done this off and on, been around construction, and I'm still fascinated by some of the jobs that I see. So I feel like people should look towards it more, especially young ladies, instead of just going for the classic female jobs and, this stuff. You get trained for it, and you get to do it and make good money.
And you can be cute in a hard hat. It's possible.
Yes.
What did it mean to you, Asia, whenever you were awarded the scholarship there from the SCOAR program?
It was a huge thing. I did not expect it to be what it was. I was really shocked when I showed up for the ceremony, but just the opportunity, not just the tools, but meeting Logan, meeting Ricky. There were several people there, and it kind of opened doors for me to where I guess I have a lot of hope for the future now. Like, I have a 7-year-old daughter, and even she was just ecstatic about all of it.
Well, that's really encouraging to hear, and I hope, again, we're just opening doors for families to have conversations about, not limiting what anyone can do if they put their mind to it, want to work hard, show up, learn the trade, learn the skills. Don't think it's just for boys or it's just for girls, or just, removing that sort of stigma around certain industries. And I would say construction's kind of had more of a masculine feel for the most part, but it's cool to see that there are programs changing that and in the right way, like educating women to show up toe-to-toe and be able to do the work. I know you're part of the Moore Community House Women in Construction program there in Biloxi. Asia, if someone's listening and wants more information, at least on the program you're involved in, where would you send them?
They have a Facebook page, and they have people in office there. So you can call and talk to someone, or, just look online, and they have a list of everything they have and start dates and all of that.
And Logan, if someone wants to learn more about the scholarship program, or maybe what you guys do there at the SCOAR, I know it's several companies together, where can they learn more about the great stuff you guys are doing?
Yeah, definitely. So southernstatesmillwrights.org or SCOAR.org, SCOAR.
Is it fair, to say, Logan, the construction business is not going anywhere anytime soon? Even when natural disasters come, you got to tear down, build back up. Everyone's looking to renovate and do new things. So it feels like for our young men or young women listening, or even wanting to reinvent their lives, like construction could be an opportunity for a lot of us.
Yeah, the construction industry, especially industrial and residential, is wide open. There's plenty of opportunities, plenty of job openings. There's plenty of training available. there's there's a severe worker shortage. A lot of the people that we have now are working more hours than they want to, and we have the openings to take people in, train them. Our training programs are at no cost. It's just your time, and that's reimbursed through our contractor partnerships. So that's how that's funded. But there's plenty of opportunities for people, and my challenge for people is to do your research. You know, I understand being a carpenter. Some people want to build things out of wood. Some people want to build things out of metal. I will tell you this, Rebecca. Some of the best welders I've ever seen are females.
Well, I just want to drive heavy machinery, Logan, just once in my life. I don't want to make a lifetime out of it, but I think that would be so cool. I appreciate all that y'all are doing. Asia, best of luck to you. But you guys stick with us. We've got more for you coming up next.